Well, folks, it's that time again. The time when our televisions, radios, and even our social media feeds are bombarded with political messages. Time for the airwaves to be filled with attack ads, each one more dramatic than the last, and our news feeds to overflow with political rants from distant relatives and old high school friends we haven't spoken to in years. It's also the time when we all collectively wonder, what in the world is happening? How did we get here? Yes, it's election season America, a time of great civic duty and, let's be honest, a bit of chaos. And let's be honest, it's been a tad dramatic lately, hasn't it? Every headline seems more sensational than the last. It's like everyone took a crash course in how to turn a political debate into a reality TV show. The drama, the theatrics, it's all there. But you know me, I'm all about finding the funny side of things. Because in times like these, humor is our best ally. Because let's face it, if we don't laugh, we might just cry. And laughter is a much better option, don't you think? And nobody wants to see that much mascara running down their face. So buckle up, buttercups. Get ready for the ride of your life. We're about to navigate the wild, wacky, and sometimes downright weird world of election drama, with all its ups and downs, and hopefully come out the other side with our sanity and our sense of humor intact. So let's hold on to our hats, our ballots, and our sense of humor, and dive into this election season together. Seriously, have you seen Aunt Brenda's Facebook feed lately? It's like a never-ending soap opera, filled with twists and turns that you just can't look away from. It's a minefield of political conspiracy theories and passive-aggressive shares about certain candidates. Every scroll reveals a new layer of drama, each post more outrageous than the last. And don't even get me started on Uncle Steve and his all-caps rants about the Electoral College. His posts are like a digital shouting match, impossible to ignore and even harder to understand. But here's the thing. As entertaining, or terrifying depending on your perspective, as Aunt Brenda and Uncle Steve can be, the reality is that things have gotten a little too real in the political arena. The drama isn't just confined to social media anymore. We're talking about actual real-life drama. Protests that fill the streets with passionate voices demanding change, debates that sound like they were scripted by the writers of The Real Housewives, complete with shouting matches and dramatic exits, and enough political scandals to make even the most cynical among us raise an eyebrow. Every day seems to bring a new headline that leaves us all in shock. It's like somebody spiked the political punch bowl with a triple shot of espresso and a dash of whatever makes those squirrels in the park go nuts. The chaos is almost too much to handle, yet we can't seem to look away. So while Aunt Brenda's Facebook feed might be a wild ride, the real world is proving to be even more dramatic. Buckle up, because this is one roller coaster that's far from over.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Remember the good old days when the most scandalous thing a politician did was maybe fall asleep during a filibuster or get caught with a questionable haircut? Pepperidge Farm remembers those times fondly. Now don't get me wrong, I'm all for passionate political engagement and lively debates. But there's a fine line between passionate and, well, throwing a tantrum because your candidate didn't win.
We've got to find a way to disagree respectfully, folks, to have conversations, not shouting matches or heated arguments, to engage in healthy debates without resorting to name-calling or, storming government buildings.
Because at the end of the day, we're all Americans, and we're all in this together, united in our diversity. Even if we don't always agree on who should be in charge. Okay, let's get real for a hot second. We live in a world where social media dominates our lives. While I love a good political meme as much as the next person, and let's be honest, they're a dime a dozen these days, it's important to remember that things can get heated during election season. The stakes are high, and emotions run even higher. And by heated, I mean potentially dangerous. We've seen how quickly a peaceful discussion can turn into a shouting match or worse.
We've all seen the news reports, the viral videos, the stories that make us shake our heads and wonder, what were they thinking? It's almost like a reality show, but with real consequences.
And while it's easy to get caught up in the drama, the jokes, the sheer absurdity of it all, we can't forget the importance of safety. It's not just about the memes and the laughs. No, I'm not talking about wearing a helmet to the voting booth. Although, hey, whatever makes you feel safe. It's about being aware of your surroundings. I'm talking about creating an environment where everyone feels comfortable exercising their right to vote, without fear of intimidation or violence. This means respecting each other's space and opinions, even if we don't agree. Because here's the thing, democracy only works when we all feel safe and empowered to participate. So, let's put safety first, then selfies. But hey, if you can do both, more power to you.